Welcome to today's video. Make sure you visit podcastformarketers.com for more information. Over there, I have a really kick-ass course on how you can make at least a few grand a month on simple reoccurring revenue, right? And that's called Freedom Funnels. And make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel, man. I'm put out videos every day, so you don't want to miss what I put up because I put out some pretty kick-ass content. And man, I always want you guys to comment below, man. I absolutely love all the comments you guys bring. Let me know what you're thinking. If you have any questions, I'm always in the comment section. I really love the community. Let's get into the video. Hey, what's up, guys? So today, I just wanted to show Tai Lopez's book funnel, expose it. This isn't like, because I get a lot of people like, do you hate Tai Lopez? Do you love Tai Lopez? I'm not the biggest Tai Lopez fan, only because his fucking course was garbage. But this isn't about that. This is just giving you an education on how I work, okay? So I saw this ad in my newsfeed, and I've been seeing it for a couple of days. He had it in the right-hand side at first, in the right-hand column or whatever first. And then I saw it right directly in my desktop newsfeed. And so I screen capped the ad, and it's a free plus shipping booking deal, right? A book deal. So first of all, I'm in the process of writing my book. Okay, so I want to see, because basically I was listening to I hate to ramble like this, but I was listening to someone else, and they were like, "Hey, man, a book is the new business card. It is what it is, and so it's authority." Zig Ziglar says to write a book for discipline. You may never publish it, but just discipline yourself to write 10 pages a day. It's just a commitment thing, right? But I'm actually gonna let mine go, and I'm doing a free plus shipping book offer as well, right? And so I wanted to look at his funnel, and I wanted to show you my process, right? So I actually purchased a book, right? I paid $7. You can see right here. So I actually purchased a book. It's $7. But here's the thing. So I want to show you his upsells. All right. So after I purchased the book, the first page you get to is one last thing before you complete your purchase. This is an upsell. So here I don't know what he's upselling. I really even read it, right? But you can look here. So you'll get the entrepreneur code. I guess is a new course. He's offering it for $95. So it looks like that his prices are going down, which is cool. So that was his first one, his first upsell. Now I didn't buy this. It says yes, upgrade my order, but I didn't. So then here comes the next upsell. It's like he's gonna upsell you no matter what, which was cool. So then he says, you took an action, blah, blah, blah. So now he has signed me up for my mini MBA program for $297 one-time fee, another upsell. Okay, so obviously I hit no thanks, but he's got a video up top with a lot of reading and a really long sales page here. Now, the one thing I noticed is that he doesn't have pixels on his pages here. Like if you look at each one of the upsells, he doesn't have any pixels to see what made it, but he does have it on his main page, right? But he didn't pixel his upsells, which is really weird to me because this is a conversion here. So it kind of freaked me out. Like, why didn't you show that you had a conversion here? I don't understand that, but that's just some of the things that I look at. Anyway, so that was the first upsell. Then you saw the next down sale, which was I'll give you $300 of my own money, right? So here he says, the course is going to be, $297, and then here he says, listen, if you accept this, I'm willing to invest $300 of my own money in you. So the regular price is $297. And then money added from Tai is $100, so you get it for $197. So basically, he gave you another down sell. So if you're thinking about messing with his mini MBA course, say no to the $297, and you'll get it for $197. Okay. So obviously I said no to that as well. And then he sends you to his whole like course page or whatever, right? So this is like, the VIP lifestyle training program, and I think that was like 69 or something bucks or whatever. But every time you click on any of this, it's like, okay, so give me your money for whatever. Okay. And that was basically his funnel. So let's kind of draw this out. Oh, what I found interesting, and I'll also show you the emails, right? So what I found interesting was that he was like, they sent me an email saying you're pre-ordering his new book, but he's still in the process of writing the book. So once he finishes it, you'll be the first one to receive it, right? If we don't complete it, then you'll get your money back. Okay, so and then here's the first email that I got from Tai Lopez, right after the purchase. Okay, so this is his first autoresponder email, and his first SOS email. So now let me explain to you my process and why I did this. Okay. First of all, it wasn't really to like bang on Tai Lopez. It was because I wanted to be interested to find out what he has going on. So what he did is he hasn't written the book. He's testing to see how much interest he has in the book, first of all, before he writes it. So understand that portion of why he's doing what he's doing. He hasn't written a word on the paper yet. He wants to know how many people are going to pre-order the book so he can get paid to write it. Really smart, right? Because he's such a public person that he can probably do that. So that's why he's doing that. So he's testing to see if he gets enough orders, like, if he gets like, let's say 1,000 orders or maybe 2,000 orders, where he's going to get paid, $14,000, $15,000 right off the rip to just write the book, right? So what that is that's your own publishing deal. Okay? Because that's what publishers do, right? Publishing deal. All right, so that's your own publishing deal. So the publisher will give you an advance of, 25 grand or whatever to write your book, okay? And then once you write the book, they pay you some more money, like another 25 grand or whatever it is. I really don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I have to talk to my wife about that, but I think I'm right because she would be correcting me if I was wrong. All right, so, and then you start collecting royalties after that once your book starts selling, okay? You get a portion of it, right? So he's creating his own publishing deal by saying, hey, do you guys want this book or whatever? Get it pre-ordered now. So he's like, I want money right now. Give me an advance to write this book. Was I right about the book thing? Yeah. All right. So for his publishing deal, he's like, hey man, I want you guys to pre-order my book now, right? But what's awesome about what he does is though, so he's not just doing that. So now he's going to upsell you all of his shit first because now he really wants it. That's not where his money comes from. So he's getting, let's say he's getting 25 grand up front for pre-sales, but then what did he do? He gave you 3 upsells. So it's the ad, free plus shipping, which he got my $7, right? Okay. And then upsell, okay? Now, for the $95, you're going to get probably somewhere around 20% of the people that took this offer. Let's just give him a 20% that are going to take that offer, okay? There was no bump in there, if I don't remember correctly. I never saw it. I should have taken a screen cap of the order page, but I can go back to it because it took you straight to the order page. But the free plus shipping, I don't remember there being a bump offer. So 20% of the people that bought this are going to purchase this for $95. 20% of these people are going to purchase the $297 offer, and then like 10% of those people that said no are going to take the downsell of $197. Okay, So you can kind of see how the numbers work out. So on this launch right now, right, on this pre-launch, he's going to get about 25 grand, right, to write the book, plus whatever he has going on here. So let's just say he has an average cart value of around, it's looking like it's going to hover somewhere around $90. No, because it's $7 from the start, right? So let's just say he's got an average cart value of, let's just say about $47, it looks like, actually. Somewhere around there, right? Somebody will do the math. So he has an average cart value of $47, and so he's getting paid for people to come through and buy this shit, number one, right? So he can afford, now you know, he can afford to spend $47 a customer now, because now I'm on his email list and he can nurture me, and I'm probably going to purchase something in the email is what he's thinking, right? So he can afford to spend $47, which he's not going to spend that. He's probably spending somewhere around $12 to sell that book, and then he's getting his money on the back end, and he hasn't even wrote the book yet. All right. So I just wanted to break his funnel down for you. Now you see, so he's probably making $47 a pop. So you can add another, like I said, 1,000 people bought or whatever. So now you can add another 47 grand on top of that. So he's probably, you know, let's just say he's going to make somewhere around 100 grand, right, per launch for this book funnel. That's why book funnels are so awesome, right? And that's why I broke it down. It's a short class today, guys. I just wanted to break down his book funnel, let you see what he's got going on, let you see under the hood, and let you see how I watch what people do versus what they say. If you start thinking like a marketer, then you do that. You break out your credit card and you start buying things. Now, I don't want to buy his courses because I wasn't interested in any of the courses, right? If I would have been interested, I would have purchased it if I thought that it could have helped me out in any kind of way, right? So it's just like right now, that's not into that part of my, I guess, career or whatever. So to recap, books are the new business card, right? Now, do you have a book in you? Right? Books are the new business cards. All right. Do you have a book in you? Can you write a book? Are you knowledgeable about something enough to write a book? Because books are the new business card. And book publishing is, you can do it, but the best way to do it is the way everybody does it online. If you look at everybody online, Russell Brunson, Mike Dillard, pretty much everybody, Brendan Burchard, everybody, Frank Kern, Les Brown, everybody has a book. Tony Robbins, everybody has a book, right? They always start with a book, and they always say, I'll give it to you for free, okay? And it liquidates itself, okay? So first of all, in order for a full book to get printed, it's only going to be like, I don't know, $1.65 in total anyways. So the $7 covers the shipping and the book, okay? So that pays for itself. And now, so in order to make your money back, because like I said, it's going to cost you about $12 per person to get them to purchase your book, right? With all the click-throughs and your Facebook ads right on Facebook, it's going to cost you about $12 per person. So right now you're in the hole $3. Well, that's when your upsells come in. And that's where your dough comes in. And then once you know that, of course, I would have a bump offer here in order to try to liquidate immediately, right? So a bump offer, this is what I'm going to change about my funnel. A bump offer I'm going to have here for $17 for either the audiobook version of it, because people want right now, or I'm going to have an actual course to go along with my book. Okay? So 50% of the people are going to take this bump offer. Just about 50 to 45% of the people are going to take that bump offer if it's congruent and it's something they want. Okay? So now you know that your average cart value goes from $7 to somewhere around $9. Okay? So you're winning at this point when you have a bump offer, which surprised me that he didn't have one. Okay? So now you're winning at this point. Right now you're ahead of the game, $2, and you're getting paid for leads at this point. Okay? So your first upsell, whatever you have going on, as long as you have an average cart value of somewhere around 32 to 47 bucks, you know, you're winning, right? So keep your pricing fair, right? So at this point, now you know, because this is all leads, okay? These people are getting entry-level products. They're getting to know who you are. You're providing awesome value, and you're getting paid to acquire a customer. It's all about who can pay the most money to get for client acquisition, right? And this is the best way for client acquisition right now. So it's good that you can kind of see how these book funnels work and how it works out, because now at this point I could pay, 32 bucks a customer, and it doesn't matter. I know I'm going to get my money back, and I can dump $1 million into this funnel and just keep going. So that's what these guys are doing, right? So I watched Mike Dillard talk about his book, and he dumped $46,000 into Facebook and took out $249,000 in 2 months. So he made $100,000 a month with this right here. And it all started small. He didn't start with just, I'm just going to dump in 46 grand. It all starts, at 10 bucks a day. Okay? And then you scale up from that. So this is just to give you a good bird's eye view. Now, how can you use this in your business before I take off, right? So if you are a social media marketer, you can introduce this book funnel to your clients, right? This is an awesome thing to do because you can give it to them free. Okay, it doesn't matter because they don't understand how all this shit works anyways. So you have to understand, you draw out the funnel, draw out the value ladder, and let them see it, right? So you might say to yourself, well, Sonny, I work for a beauty salon. It doesn't matter. She has a book in her, right? How to run a beauty salon. Boom, a book, right? Done. How I was successful and opened my first beauty salon. How to open your first beauty salon. How to hire people in your beauty salon. It doesn't matter, right? Let's just say that's your niche. They have a book inside of them, right? So they draw that book out, and this is how they can add extra income that has absolutely nothing to do with their beauty salon, and you're bringing a whole new stream of income. So you draw out the whole funnel, right? And the upsells go from an online course to actual like coaching, or maybe they do some type of like event, like a yearly event that people got to pay $1,500 to come to, and then she has L'Oreal and all these other people come and do presentations or some shit like that. Doesn't matter. You can figure out the value ladder at that point, right? But this is something that you can present, right? If you are online yourself doing the work, then you already know you can write your own book. Coffee break.